The Footprint Challenge is a collaboration between the Civic Office and the Sustainable Development team. It came about in 2015 and I was really excited to be involved in this because I've been an environmentalist for over 40 years.
The Carbon Footprint Challenge is a really good thing to take part in just because it makes us realise what we need to do in this school.
The challenge for schools is that it's a great way to recognise what they do. We also want to increase school staff and young people's engagement with climate change, especially at secondary.
We kind of get named and shamed for too much rubbish. We had the smallest amount of pupils, but we had the most bin collections for general waste.
We came up with the idea so we could produce more recycling and also more food waste, because a lot of that was just costing the school too much. So we've got blue and green bins out there. 2 long flower planters and 1 square vegetable planter.
It wasn't really anything that I'd thought about was gardening, but when I started getting into it I really enjoyed it. I really connected with it. It was now sort of my passion.
I think if we weren't competing, people would just mess about and just wouldn't take it seriously. So if we're competing against other people, it's we're determined to win.
Do you not want to? But it's like I'm watching you. Yeah. I like the eyes.
Our school helps the environment by doing group projects and individual projects.
We've got this bird box project and we're building bird boxes and bat boxes so that we can try and entice the wildlife back to places that they weren't before because maybe there was construction going on there.
We worked with the technical department. We also took some time to do it and it took a lot of effort just to make sure that the birds do understand that there is an area and the environment for them.
The main thing we've been doing is using the dual use bins, which are the bins with the blue and green lids. So on one side we put all the recycling, so paper and plastics and stuff, and then in the other side it's just the general waste. It's made pupils more aware of what they can recycle and what they can't, and things like that, and I think it's helped them become more eco-friendly at school and at home.
One of the main things we've done was made a school eco-code, and we're going to use it the rest of this school and then throughout our new school. It picks out points that matters the most.
The eco-code is important because it gives everyone an idea of how they can help with the environment and climate change, and also it's everyone's responsibility to help with the issue.
Climate change is important to learn about because we need to know how it's going to impact our future. Therefore, we can find a solution on how to resolve some of these problems.
We have a wide range of pupils that have learning difficulties, behavioural difficulties and physical difficulties. The reason we want to take part is we're still all part of this world and the pupils have enough understanding that they can take part in this and they can help save the planet.
Earth Hour is a very special moment when we turn off some lights and to save the planet Earth. Turning off the lights saves energy and electricity and saving our climate so we can have it as a special place to live.
We have one Earth, a beautiful, fragile, precious Earth, and much of what we do will affect not only what happens to us as human beings, but to all of nature.
We've actually started to set up a fair trade stall to help the people out there that do not get a fair wage for what they do. We sell chocolate, juice, and it all goes to them. We don't get to keep anything because this is what we're here to do it for.
Fair trade helps farmers in other countries through climate change by helping them raise money to grow more crops and water to fertilise crops to help bananas and cocoa and such grow.
I think it affects people more in developing countries than it maybe does developed, for the simple fact that they don't have the resources to kind of combat it and sometimes don't have the education to know how to combat it. Like Africa, I think they're highly affected by climate change due to the fact that a lot of their water has dried up because of the change in heat temperatures, so I think they're affected more.
Polar ice caps are melting which isn't very good because lots of animals are losing their habitats and it's just in general something that's really, really important to me.
They're very aware of what's on the media with flooding and different challenges and environmental challenges. They're also very aware of what the councils are doing in terms of recycling, so it's quite easy to get them to engage in the lessons because they bring knowledge to it.
Well, we've just done an experiment to show how much power is used to turn wind turbines, and it was a force of steam that we used, and it turned it for quite a while. I was surprised at actually how much CO2 is actually released into the atmosphere, and it's encouraging me to maybe not use so much electricity and stuff.
Young people are the future, and I do believe in the saying that we haven't inherited this place from our parents, we've borrowed it from our children. So we want to ensure that what they live in, they can improve for their children.
The reality is we can do so much to slow it down, change it. We have decided to focus on transport. My college is on the cycle route, National Scotland Cycle Route. So behind me you can see that a group of third years are getting bike maintenance checks. This is really important because a lot of people are sitting at home with bikes in their sheds and they're reluctant to ride them to school in case it's dangerous.
I've had spoke problems where basically it's hard to cycle because your tyres keep on moving side to side. Well, it's good to ride your bike because it doesn't cost anything, it's cleaner and it's healthy and it keeps people fit.
The issue with this is actually getting the bottles to stay in place.
So as part of the Footprint Challenge, we are building a greenhouse made out of recycled materials because we need to raise 2,000 bottles.
I think it's a good sustainable project because it can be used throughout the school. It can be used for biology, and we can also grow plants that we can sell at the Christmas fair and things like that.
Of the options you've got, this one here is probably the best one.
It's been really, really good to be able to look at the readings at the start and then see them get lower towards the end of the year.
We didn't think it would go so well, but it's went really well. We've halved what goes to landfill, we've doubled our recycling.
It's surprising in how much of a little time you can change so much. And if we keep doing that, I think we could have a much better world than we already do.
Our project is quite unique and it has an impact on the school and the community and the education of the pupils in school.
You know that when we're doing this, that the end product's going to be that we're going to grow our own produce, and hopefully you'll have a chance of cooking with it up in home economics. It really shows what sustainability, when we talk about it, what it actually means to do it in practice. So well done you lot, brilliant.
It's definitely made me more aware of how plants are definitely very important.
How badly one small place can affect the full earth, and we are one very small school, but we do have such a big impact.
This is our planet, and us being young folk, we have to grow into it, and if we're not sorting out the environment and looking after it, then there's not going to be one for us to look after eventually.
Today is the culmination of a year's work for the schools, looking at their footprint and their challenge to reduce it, because they've looked at all different areas of their school's activity. They've looked at waste, they've looked at transport, they've looked at energy, they've done all sorts of different things. They've grown food, they've recycled, they've cut down on the amount of waste, they've been out on their bikes, they've been walking. The list is really endless, and it's been absolutely fabulous today to see them all present that and present it with such passion and conviction as well.
We wanted to do this through recycling. We used to have a lot of recycling bins around the school, but they weren't very good. For example, you go up to the art department and the bins would be overflowing with paper.
I think that conversation is so important. It's the way that we learn and grow as a society. I just think that sustainability and recycling
looking after our planet is so important, then as long as we share ideas, we can all connect and be happy.
Today the presentations have been heard not only by all of the other participants from the other schools but also by a panel of judges. They were there to hear and to score and to mark and to write their comments. All of the schools who participated also wrote down their own views, comments, scores and placed a top 3. To get the overall result, all of that was brought together with the panel and a 1, 2, 3 was awarded.
So the bronze award goes to Carrick Academy.
Okay, to this Cameron boys and girls, and I'll tell you, it's a big smile, man. Coming back, here we are.
So we're South Bay campus and we won the Silver Award today. I think it meant a lot. I think seeing them get up and present, I think they were all very proud of themselves. So knowing that they'd won something for all the work that they'd actually done themselves, I think they were very proud of themselves.
The work that we've seen today, obviously they've been short presentations, but you get the sense that there's an amazing amount of work that's been done across the 9 schools in South Ayrshire over the course of the past year. In some senses, obviously they are the future, but they're living in society now, so they've got the chance to actually make a difference, and we certainly saw that in the school presentations.
The winner of the Provost School Footprint Challenge and the Gold Award goes to Kyle Academy.
And no one was very confident about winning, but when we won, everyone was really shocked and surprised. My heart stopped, and I had no words to say because I was very excited.
I think that the standard here today was so high. Everyone had such amazing ideas. So I think watching everyone's presentations, we might take on board a lot of what people have said and improve upon our school and make it a better and more sustainable environment.